But, well, people, I think I found the problem. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Seth the Lawn Surgeon. And as you might have seen already from my tipsy talk, my gravely messed up yesterday. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a look, see what's going on. As you can see, it starts up just fine. What the problem is when you go to activate the blades, this little doesn't do nothing. The other day, I went and I pulled it while I was trying to cut, and when I pulled it, it kind of hesitated. So I was like, that's kind of strange. I looked down to check my belts, all my belts was on and everything. So that's kind of weird. Then I went and I kept cutting, and while I was in mid-cut, blades was on, fully running and everything, the blades just cut off. And then after that point, it don't matter what you do with the button, pull it up, pull it down, and then the blades don't activate. So let me show you. So, people who know me, like, I'm no mechanic. I don't know how to fix everything, but I know how to take stuff apart. And I'm guessing it's probably some kind of electrical issue. So, if you see this panel has 4 bolts. So, I'm thinking these 2 bolts hold these switches up here, right here. These switches are working fine. What the problem is this switch. And all my blades and my belt and everything else looks good. So I'm guessing it has something to do with this switch. Either the switch died, or hopefully maybe it just disconnected somehow. Bad connection. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this panel off and see what's going on. Alright, people, so I got it up. This is the switch here. As you can see, it's mad dirty. Oh, if it will focus. There we go, that's kind of better. If you see, it is mad dirty. Come on. There we go. Kinda. If you see, it's mad dirty. That's dirty. And so I'm gonna clean it, but 9 times out of 10, it's probably gonna be this switch here. Probably just get a new one of these little actual switches, pick it up from a shop, and I should be good to go. Alright, people, so I got the switch out. Here is what I think is the culprit. I'm just gonna go ahead and get a new one of these. Probably wait till Monday, go to the dealer, get a new one. But it started acting weird. I'm gonna show you guys something. Right quick. I want to show y'all. See, a lot of people look at all this stuff and like, oh my gosh, it's so complicated. I gotta take it to the dealer to get it fixed. I think I talked about this in the Tipsy Talk yesterday, but a lot of this stuff is so simple, bro. It's just taking it apart. This panel might look kind of complicated. what you look under here, look at that starter switch. If y'all can, if I could get it focused, that starter switch right here, the little green looking thing, that's the ignition. So if that goes bad, you just buy a new one of those, take that out, boom, boom, boom. This one here is the hour meter, that one right here. These two is the throttle and the choke. Look, 2 bolts up there. You just take those out and you just change them. Those will probably be a little difficult to change. Probably not, I don't know. But I know I probably could change it. I could figure it out instead of taking it to a dealer. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave this bad boy here like that. I'll probably put something to keep that from dropping in. I'm going to take this to the dealer and get a new one. I probably could order online, but I want to get it faster. And it'll probably be cheaper online as well. Alright, people, got the part, got a new one. See, I got 2 of them. The way I can tell it apart, one's dirty and one's not. But I'm gonna talk to y'all about electrical, and right quick, let me sit right here. So oh buddy, so one thing I've learned about electrical is that I learned this with my my truck. One time the socket, I think it was like either the brake light socket, the socket for the bulb for the brake light, it had went bad, right? So I swapped it out with like another socket, which was, no, it was the reverse light. It was the reverse light bulb, and the bulb, there's another bulb that shines into the bed on the tailgate. I never used that light anyway, so I just swapped it out with the reverse light socket or something I did like that. And so I said, well, you know, say this was the good socket. I put this in, put the reverse light in there because I need the reverse light to pass inspection, I think it was. The other socket that wasn't good, this one, I just put it to the side and I taped up the wires. I didn't have anything to those wires. So I said, you know, there's no point in having it. What happened was, when I cut my lights on, no lights worked. And what I found out with electrical, I guess, is a safety measure. They don't let you, the way they wire it, the electricity has to run through all the wires. Even if that socket is not working or whatever is not working, it has to be, something has to be connected in order for the electricity to fully run through and for everything else to function. So it was the same thing with this. The reason I bring that up is because when I took this piece out, right, I took it out and I tried to start up the mower. It wouldn't work because it didn't have this in there. Even though this piece didn't work, it needed to be connected. Something needed to be in that socket for it to start. So let me show you. Alright, so as you see, I left it up like this, right? And so here's the pieces, right? So it's not going to work. See, look, it's not going to do anything because there's no plug in there. So all I got to do is stick one of the plugs in there, and then it should work. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find a good one. Alright, here's a new one. Stick that bad boy in now, like so. And let's see what we get. Boom, boom. And put a little choke on it. Now I'm going to start it up and I'm going to back it out, and then we're going to test the blades. Yes, sir. Alright. Fingers crossed. Alright, so that didn't fix the problem. Man. You know that piece was like $45 for that button, bro. Oh well. So, let me dig in a little more. See what we got. Alright, so this is my second option. If y'all see that right there, that is the seat sensitivity wire. It's really dirty. I don't know if it'll focus, but I'm gonna clean it off. It had dirt all in the inside of it and everything, so I'm gonna clean it off and see if maybe that's it. We'll give it another try. Alright, let's give it another try. Nope. Alright, people. I've been going through all this looking for fuses, checking fuses, wires. Then I come over to the deck. Look right here. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's a freaking loose spring. I have no idea what it goes to or where it goes. Now I have to figure that part out. Alright. But, well, people, I think I found the problem. Yeah. Might help your belt turn if your whole pulley clutch wheel thing wasn't dangling like this. It's supposed to be up on that shaft there. I guess the bolt from the bottom of it must have came out. Jeez Louise. Alright, people, so got the bolts and some washers. Probably need my ratchet set, but I'm going to at least try to screw it in. When I saw it yesterday, the reason it hadn't fallen completely off, it was dangling by some wires, and I guess those are the wires to activate it, so that's probably why I wasn't activating. I'm guessing when it dropped, some of those wires came loose, so gotta deal with that. Hopefully it didn't cause too much damage. I'm glad the whole clutch could have fell off if it wasn't for those wires, so I'm kind of glad. But I'm gonna get up under there, see if I get it back on, and go from there. Yes. All right, people, as you can see, the belt's back on. If you can see way back there, I get the focus back there. The clutch is back on. Go walk around. Luckily, it had like a safety prevention from the wire breaking. I'm gonna show you here. If you look, I don't know if that's zoomed into my way. If you look right here, it's like a zip tie. And so that kept it, when the clutch fell off, I guess in case of this situation, kept it from pulling on the actual wire that goes in connected to the engine. The wire to the actual clutch is still intact. This is the new bolt put in. Put some extra washers in there. Got in there really tight. Everything is moving, functioning. So I'm not sure why it wasn't engaging. I guess it knew that the clutch was off. My logic is that it should have still tried to engage, but I could be wrong. But I'm gonna pull it down off these ramps, see what happens. Oh, buddy. Woo, there you go, people. You don't need no fancy lawnmower shop. Just do it yourself. Or you can mess yourself to line surgery. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Anywho, I'm glad I got this bad boy fixed. About 2 o'clock. I normally like to finish cutting at 5 or 6, but I got 6 yards to cut, plus my neighbor across the street, that's 7. So I'm gonna get those done. Now that I got this bad boy back up and running, be a lot faster. Thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe, stay tuned. Yes, sir.